is that, folks. That is the last car into the field, heading in to the last stage of day one of the Otago Rally. It's been a magnificent day, 8 stages, finishing on the tarmac. David, 7 of the finest gravel stages we've had behind us today. It's been a great day one here at the Otago.
It's been an incredible day one, Colin. Just so much action, so many, stages that I didn't really know, but they are now absolute icons, aren't they?
No, they are. You know, we go back to rallies year after year. Yep. You asked me to name a stage on some of them, I couldn't tell you. But I'll never forget Dancy's Pass. Yeah. I'll never forget Curry Bush, which is to come tomorrow. Yeah. Listen, you know, we knew at the start of this day, we knew at the start of the rally, it was going to be Hayden Paddon's event, but my goodness, David, he's been impressive out there. He leads at the end of day one by 3 minutes.
I think 2. But just, you know, talking to him last night, it was quite humbling to listen to Hayden talking, because he knew he was going to be massively ahead, but he still talks about the competition, still talks with massive enthusiasm about the likes of Ari Pettigrew, Emma Gilmore, probably because they're customers of his. But, you know, that first stage, what did he take? 30 seconds,
just
27 seconds. He is in a different league, but what's really lovely is the kind of acceptance. You know, I remember back in the day when Colin McRae was British Championship, he was streets ahead in the same sort of fashion, and there was real, what are we going to do? We need to get rid of this guy. Here, there's an acceptance. They put their arms around him. He's the benchmark. He's what? You would talk to Emma Gilmore tonight. What speed do you need? I need that speed.
He's a world-class driver. There's no question about it. He's a winner in the World Rally Championship. And you know what? If you're an aspiring Kiwi driver, and there are a few of them here this weekend, there's no better man to look up to, no better man to learn from.
Not just in terms of the driving, Colin. You look at everything that he does in terms of car preparation. The physical ability, the mental approach of the guy. He's got everything. So
he really does.
You know, he's perfect.
Finding out a few things today which will hopefully help us for the fast Scandinavia rallies back in Europe. A few setup things we need to try and work on. That's not quite right, but for sure it's a pleasure to drive the car. It'd be nice to have more power in on these roads, because when it's such amazing roads, you want more power and everything all the time, but it is what it is. Just enjoying it and trying to learn what we can.
You're quite possibly the busiest world-class driver around just now. This is all yours. All these cars you are responsible for. How did you find the time to do it all?
To be honest, I'm quite proud of it, to be fair. We've got such a good group of guys. It's all about the people put around here. So we've got 30 plus people here this weekend to run 5 cars. And our first thing with all our cars is make sure reliability is number one, and then work on performance. But I can't do it without all these guys. And you know, during the weekend, my job's not so much. I try and focus on the driving and help out where I can. But other than that, the boys did a good job.
Yeah, great stuff today from Hayden Paddon out there. But his young protege, David, Ari Pettigrew. What a name! What a performance he's put in.
It's all in the name. You know, if you go back, how many years? There was that one run in New Zealand. I think it was against Fulvio Bekele.
Yes, that rings bells with me.
It was in like 76, 77, something around that time. Paul, you know. No, Paul wouldn't know. It was in the 70s. Ari Pettigrew created a legend here on I can't remember, a 50k stage or something. He caught and passed pretty much every car, and everybody in New Zealand remembers this stage, and probably that's what created Ari Pettigrew's this Christian name.
Well, maybe, but Ari Pettigrew's dad was a massive fan. Ari, though, second place at the end of day one. He's not been without his problems today. It just never stops when you're at the top, does it?
No, it's a bit like that at the moment. A few issues in the last 2 stages today, but it's just getting a bit warm, so hopefully we'll retalk the head and hope for the best for tomorrow, really. That the forest stage will be the one that will hurt it if any of them do, so fingers crossed.
So what was that issue? What was it? How did it show itself, the issue you had?
Through that Dancy's Pass, it got hot towards the end, so we crawled out of the end of that one, and obviously pushed a bit of water out, so hopefully we can get it band-aided enough for tomorrow anyway.
You're not only a very talented driver, but you're not a bad mechanic either.
Helps with the bills. So obviously I do all the work myself on the car with the help of a few others. So it definitely helps with the budget side of things.
Before you had that issue today, tell me how it was going.
Yeah, it's been an awesome day. I guess we never really expected to be where we are, so it's pretty awesome. And I guess all the hard work in the off season's paid off. So can't be happier. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that Ari Pettigrew sorts that problem. By the way, did I say at the start it was the last car? Did I? I may have got that wrong. We have one or two more cars. This is a great little stage, a really famous stage. It runs every year on the Otago Rally. It is a wonderful stage.
I tell you what, let's just stay with this, Cole, because WRC organisers around the world can learn from this. We are probably 500 metres from the centre of Dunedin. All this is 3 corners in an industrial estate. That's all it is.
Lots of room, the cars go wide.
There's no industry around here on a Saturday.
No.
And there are thousands and thousands of people up there.
And I think the thing is, David, you don't have to overcomplicate it.
No.
Keep it simple and enjoy. Let the speed and the cars entertain the fans.
Every one of these people's paid $10 or something to come in.
Right?
And it's a contribution to the car club. It's brilliant.
Paul, just have a look at these guys here on the start line. Japanese crew. I remember them from 4 years ago. These guys are regulars on the Otago Rally. They bring their little Suzuki across and they have a whole load of fun out there. Not the fastest car, but my goodness me, they're committed. David, we've talked about our top 2 drivers. 3rd place is
Ben Hunt.
Doing a good job.
Great job, and really nice to see somebody getting hold of one of these, a Skoda, really driving it tremendously well, right in the fight. Okay, quite a distance from Pettigrew. Pettigrew's got some problems, you don't know, but you'd have to say Ben Hunt definitely, he's looking good for a podium tomorrow.
Well, we'll watch that with interest. Now in 4th place, a name you'll be familiar with, it's Emma Gilmore. Her first event in the Citroen Rally 2 car. Let's hear from Emma.
Yeah, it was an amazing day. I mean, fantastic stages, just so much fun to be driving. So it was awesome. The car's amazing. It's just a case of me getting more confidence in it and learning it and just keep building on that. So some bits are really great and other bits still need work. But last couple of stages, we had a steering wheel coming loose. So that was a bit tense, let's just say, getting through the last 2 stages.
How did you deal with that?
Very straight arm on that side, make sure the bolts stayed in. And that's why we had a half spin on the second last stage.
Tell me about, the intricacies of this beast.
It's just so positive. It turns in, it has so much grip, and I've probably picked up a few bad habits with how I've been driving with other vehicles. So it's a case of relearning a little bit and just really leaning on the car. Like the more you push it, the more it works, and it's just having that confidence and belief that the car's going to work.
So David, really good to see Emma in the Citroen. Really good to see a Citroen here in New Zealand. She's done a good job out there. That little issue at the end of the day was scary with the steering wheel.
It was. We should have asked her, did she not remember Petter Solberg? Remember when he had the steering wheel come loose?
Bauxite in Greece with Phil Mills.
To get the spanner out, and he did it in the middle of the stage. It is obviously a terrifying issue to have the wheel come loose. It's one of those things. She drove around it.
Yeah.
Great, she only did 100k of testing before. This is the first time in the car. Really good.
Strong
tomorrow the times are going to get quicker and quicker, I'm sure. The thing is, you see Emma Gilmore in Extreme E, and you think, wow, she's getting a lot of seat time. Actually, she's not. Those races are sort of 3 or 4 minutes, and the car is so different, and it's a race.
You
can't. It's not in any way similar to what she's doing here. So no, she's done a great job. She's under a lot of pressure.
Yes.
Jack Hawkswood. 4.7 or something behind.
Hawks Ridge. What was it called?
Jack's Ridge.
Jack's Ridge! He was the man, Jack's Ridge. Thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
Jack's Ridge on Rally New Zealand. That's in his back garden, basically, isn't
Absolutely.
it? That'll be a great one to watch tomorrow.
Totally.
Now, you know, a lot of the folks that have come out here tonight, and the fans were great, as you said, David. There were so many of them. A lot of them come out to see the legendary Rosendale Escort, and in that car this year is one of the world's very, very best drivers, Mikko Hirvonen. Let's see what he thought of his first day here on the Otago Rally.
The car is working perfectly. It's really nice to drive. Kind of feels a little bit like, I don't know what it's been like maybe at the 80s when they've been with that car, like Paddon and all those guys doing Rally New Zealand. So it's been a fantastic for sure.
Tell me about the stages then this morning. It was a little damp first thing. Did that make it a little bit twitchy, a little bit difficult out there?
No, actually, like here as well, when it rains a little bit, it just softens the surface just a bit and makes the grip even better than if there's lots of loose gravel on top of hard surface. So it only helped. And then for the second pass, you know, all the loose was already gone. It was quite nice, clean lines. So perfect morning.
For sure. My goodness me, he's enjoyed himself out there.
How could you fail to? Though, I mean, interesting that Mikko said there, you know, he's not making notes in a minute, is he? You know, it's 11 years since he was in New Zealand competing last. Making notes on these stages is really different.
Yeah.
They are so technical.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, the Curry Bush stage is probably the most technical with so many corners on the top of crests, and you're just not sure. But remember the one and Dancy's pass up and over the top, where you come over the crest and the road goes round to the left, to the right, but the road actually
visually
takes you straight on. I mean, you've got to have, and there are probably 10 of those that you've got to have them bang on. You only get one wrong, And you're out.
That's it, you're out. No, there's no coming back if he went off on that corner.
He's done a great job. It is a fantastic car. He's mindful as well of the value of that car, the heritage of that car, but he's doing a great job.
Yeah, absolutely not put a mark on it all day. Folks, it has been a wonderful day one here at the Otago Rally. How blessed are we with this weather? You know, it started off this morning, and it was, what time did we leave? Too early.
5.
Or some ungodly hour this morning, and it was raining.
Yeah,
We're really
miserable.
surprised. It was cold, it was chilly. We didn't know what the day was going to bring. Well, it's brought us some of the very best rallying. It's brought us this glorious weather here in Dunedin.
It's going to absolutely pour down.
No, it's not. Sun's coming out tomorrow. One more day to go, folks. 7 stages on the final day. It's a longer day, 1 stage less, a longer day. 137 kilometres of the most magnificent stages for you tomorrow, folks. We'll see you then.